current state of affairs suggests that XRP is preparing for a major announcement that will take everyone by surprise. The purpose of today's video is to discuss potential causes of this. Due to the current deluge of major news in the market, Bitcoin has soared to unprecedented heights. Along with the rest of the altcoin market, XRP's value has been surging as a result of some excellent news. Furthermore, stock market investors poured trillions of dollars into the market in response to the most recent news of U.S.-China tariffs. There's a lot happening, and we're here to clarify everything. This upgrade affects everything, so let's start with that. For the next 3 months, the United States and China will enjoy a temporary reduction in trade barriers from 145% to 30%. Simultaneously, China cut taxes on American goods from 125% to 10% for a period of 90 days in response. Investors have been anticipating this type of major announcement for months. A deal has finally been officially announced following an early indication that it was conceivable over the weekend. Today, some very significant news broke. Give it some attention. From 145% to 30% is a significant decrease. U.S. and Chinese companies alike felt the pinch of these taxes, prompting them to reevaluate their supply networks and seek for alternative markets. After this, businesses may finally relax. The conventional and cryptocurrency markets are already reacting negatively to this development. Take it as a signal to purchase. The fact that a solution has materialized so rapidly caught everyone off guard. After meeting on Saturday, the parties continued their discussions on Sunday. They reached a consensus by Sunday night and announced it today. And you know what? You have only scratched the surface. Additional deals are supposedly imminent. More significant shifts in the global financial system may be possible if they are approved. That is something that all investors should be aware of. The U.S. stock market began the day with a $2 trillion 0 cents gain as a result of the news. Boom! Wall Street swam to the story like sharks. To give you a sense of how significant this news is, many investors flocked to those sessions beyond business hours, even before the regular trading day started. An insane buying spree ensued. Before the general people had a chance to respond, financial institutions made large asset purchases, and the consequences were immediately apparent. And so did the cryptocurrency markets. The price of XRP and similar digital currencies skyrocketed when the U.S. stock market rose. Bitcoin and a handful of other cryptocurrencies were purchased by many. Wow, that's fascinating. The fact that certain alternative cryptocurrencies were outpacing Bitcoin in terms of growth rate piqued the interest of many, but now there's a new twist thanks to President Trump. He has once again threatened to increase tariffs unless other nations adjust their drug regulations to conform to his new goals. However, we are still not entirely free of the problem, despite the recent improvement. A great deal of uncertainty persists, also related to the subject at hand. Being unaware. Wait a second, Bassett just made some rather harsh statements regarding tariffs and international trade partnerships. Ultimately, this won't lead you to the moon. Bitcoin and XRP will not both skyrocket from $0 to $200,000 in a single day. That is highly unlikely to occur. On the contrary, brace yourself for a bumpy road. Price changes will remain significant. These fluctuations could be far more severe than what we've witnessed thus far, so understanding their source is crucial. Among the current key drivers is trade policy. The list starts with tariffs. In addition, global political turmoil, such as the crisis between Russia and Ukraine or the strained relationship between Pakistan and India, can have an impact on commodity prices, usually in a roundabout manner. The next critical factor to consider is business performance. Many clues on the state of the economy will be revealed by the forthcoming second quarter results from corporations such as Tesla, Nvidia, and others. The behavior of digital assets will undoubtedly reveal the state of the economy. Considering all of that, do you want to hear something awesome? I still have a holding in XRP, which has gained 43% thus far. Another trade I recently closed made me more than 50%. The nicest thing is that there are no conditions whatsoever when I provide you all with this type of knowledge. While trading with my Crypto Crusaders group, I do my best to be forthright and honest at all times. To be abreast of the situation, feel free to follow along as I make market moves, open deals, and provide my ideas on the future of the market. Launching Crypto Crusaders is as easy as clicking the link at the description's footer. It won't cost you a dime. There are only 3 simple steps to sign up, and you'll be in. Let the exciting part begin now. BTCC and Binix are my official exchange partners, and I couldn't be prouder. The sponsors of this channel are offering exclusive bonuses to our community. In addition to substantial fee reductions for trading, both platforms are offering a 10% deposit bonus. Suppose you transfer XRP valued at $100,000, 0 cents from Coinbase to this platform. Bonus credits are a way to cover trade expenses, and you may obtain up to $10,000, 0 cents of them. That's a huge benefit that can end up saving you much in the long run. Better yet, you have a good chance of making back your investment plus more if you mimic my transactions on a regular basis while maintaining a reasonable level of risk. Mastering the game requires a combination of cunning, timing, and situational awareness. Its operation. Please register by clicking the link provided. The second step is to make a first payment. Third, communicate over email and swap user IDs. And pick either our private Discord or Telegram group as your preferred medium. I want to make it very clear that this is not financial advice. This is not meant to be a directive. Rather, it is an example of my work in progress for my personal portfolio that I am making public for educational and recreational purposes. We need to return to the broad view now. Regardless of the fact that rejoice alongside China, but we must not lose sight of reality. The EU is currently the center of attention for President Trump. Not long ago, he made the claim that dealing with the European Union is more difficult than dealing with China. Wow, such a bold statement. It seems like trade difficulties are just going to get worse from here on out. Our problems with China, which lasted months, appear to be coming to a head. Once again, Europe is involved. EU matters are not insignificant, so keep that in mind. Its worldwide GDP is in the trillions of dollars, and its influence is comparable to China's in many respects. If the economy has another stalemate,